Hey everybody, my name is Payman and I'm here to talk to you about Visme. I've spent the last 7 years with my team to create an all-in-one visual communication tool. Now, our mission at Visme is very simple. We're here to empower everybody to create beautiful, engaging content faster with little to no design experience. We're also not here to recreate the wheel. We're here to improve it. So, what is Visme? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how it's similar to some of the other tools that you've used, but how it's also so much more different and it will allow you to create better content in no time. And the way we're doing that is to solve a critical problem that I've seen in the 17, 18 years that I spent creating websites and designs for professionals and agencies and so on. And that was the following. Non-designers and professionals have little time, and what you want to do is you want to create a great end result, and you want to be able to do it better and faster. But the problem is that there's two types of tools, and Visme falls in the middle. There is the off-the-shelf design tools that are very quick and easy to use, but then they're very limited. And on the other side is Adobe and other suite of products that are very powerful and they're really meant for professionals. But in between there's this big gap that needs to be bridged, and that's where Visme has done. What we have been doing over the last 7 years is to create the ultimate platform that anybody can use, that are designers and non-designers, but when you want to go further to add interactivity, to be able to make things pixel perfect and have full ability to customize your designs, you have that if you ever choose to do so. So how are we doing that? We give you all the templates across different types of content. So we have over 50 different content types, and that's expanding anything from presentations to infographics to just simple charts and maps if that's what you want to do, document types, and printables, website graphics, and of course now short videos and explainer videos as well. And we're doing that by giving you not just beautiful templates, but giving you all the icons, huge library of photos, data widgets and charts. I'll get to that in a moment. Ability to create flowcharts and diagrams, and lots of integrations, and the list is expanding. And of course, the ability to collaborate with others, including your team members. So let's start with the dashboard. I've logged into my own dashboard. This is my team's account. We're creating content all the time using our platform. A lot of our blog posts and content actually start out of Visme. They were downloaded as an image or embedded into our website. So it's almost like Google Drive. You have the ability to create content and we store it for you. But you can also do a lot more. So what you can do is with every piece that you create, you have the ability to share it. And you can share it as a link. It could be private. You can invite others to view it or comment on it. Or if you have team members, they can also, of course, edit it as well. And you're able to organize it into folders. You're able to color coordinate those folders. You're able to set permissions at the folder level. And on enterprise plans, companies are able to create roles if they want to. And so you're able to keep your content, all the different types of content you create within one place, and you can access it at any time, and you decide if you want to make it private or you want to make it public. So check this out. I can go in at any time and create a new document. I can do a presentation, infographic, document, printables, web graphics, and probably by the time you see this, videos as well. And you can publish this online, make them private. You can even download them as all different, the common types of formats, which I'll show you as well. And of course, if you're a PowerPoint user, hardcore, you can go ahead and import your PowerPoint and then build it up from there as well. Now, Visme is, we respect branded content, and that's a big thing about us. So a lot of times, companies, organizations, small or large, they need to have their own specific fonts. They need to have exactly the fonts they want. They want to have their own colors. In Visme, you can set your own brand colors. Here's the Visme brand colors, which I'll be using inside the design in a moment. Anything you create in Visme, a document, a social graphic, you can actually convert it to a template. It's a live template. You can edit it any time, and you no longer have to pass around files if needed. Set your own logo, brand links, so you can set them easily. And then you can go further. You can actually completely disable all the colors in Visme and only have your brand colors. You have the ability to set up your restrict fonts. You have the ability to set up your own brand guidelines and restrict those. Only show the templates, hide all Visme templates. You can do all those as well if you choose to. So let me take you inside the editor itself, all right? Again, go to create a project. In this case, let's say I want to create a presentation. Now in Visme, we give you the ability to have not just presentation templates, but we give you presentation themes. And again, same thing goes for other content types. And I'm inside the editor itself. Now, one of the things about Visme is that from the surface, Visme feels very similar to some of the other tools you've used before. PowerPoint, you got a slide panel. If this was a document, you have multiple pages. You can drag and drop objects. So it's very similar to created on the framework you're used to utilizing, but it's also packed with a lot of features that are and assets that are unique in Visme, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. So we go beyond just allowing you to drag and drop a text, but what you can do is we give you starting components. So these are blocks, and you see what it's doing. The colors change according to my brand because I've already set my brand colors in there, and that's done here under the theme colors. And the list goes on. So I can do is I can take in visual stats, bring in these objects, and then start customizing the settings as needed. Everything is drag and drop, double click. You can adjust that easily as well. And we have that covered from diagrams and other components as well. But guess what? If you want to, you can also go ahead at any time and save your own objects and save it as a block. And so what happens in the future is you can go to your own block, and I can go ahead and drag and drop this. And then there it is. I can go ahead and start editing. So I can actually reuse components, and I can even share this with the rest of my team if they're part of my team plan in Visme. And then graphics. Not only do we give you, of course, thousands of objects that you can change the color and the design according to your brand colors if you need to, but we go beyond that. We go to animated graphics. So watch this. Animated graphics. These are direct SVG animations. So you can even customize the design if you want to change the colors. You can actually set those in. I'm going to do one for you right now. Watch this. I want to bring in an animated illustration. So we have it in different size formats: flat, outline, or isometric. Maybe I don't want flat. Maybe I like the isometric style. So let's go in here. I'm going to drag and drop this object. It's already animated and ready to go. So you could use these to accent your designs. And then again, we go a little bit further. In Visme, and this took us a lot of pain to do, you can actually change the color of your design as you need to. So you can go ahead and then end up adjusting those designs and apply them to yours. And that goes on to other components as well. Gestures, if you want to do hand gestures, or characters. Let's go ahead and drop a little character here. And we've got it, into different settings. So I've got this character here. I'm going to go ahead and drop this mascot here. So you can have fun or you can be pretty serious. These are great to supplement designs. See, I can actually apply repetitions. And let's stick with this lady here. I'm going to go ahead and make her larger. And what I want to do is I want her to have a pose that is explaining something. I'm going to apply a setting, apply a repetition. And what I want to do is I actually want to change her tone of her skin color to a darker, or I could even go lighter if I want to. All right. And you know what? I don't like that orange shirt. There's not enough contrast. Why don't I go ahead and change it to one of the Visme brand colors? And that's how you can easily customize these and supplement them into your designs, whether it's a document or a presentation in this case that I'm. So going down, we have photos. You can, of course, over 2 million photos and growing. You can upload your own in there. In Visme, we have lots of charts and data visualization. This is really big about us, and we excel in that. So you can go anything from simple charts to large, complicated ones. And you can actually import your own data. Let's say bring it from a Google spreadsheet. You can set up your own settings. Everything can be customized. Bring in sample data and adjust that. And then I can go in and even settings, appearance, stack bars, and I can customize as needed. And this data can be connected to live data as well. Again, you want to deal with small stats and figures? Check this out. I want to talk about a population. What's the team size of Visme? We're about 50 people now. I think we're about 23 males and about 27 females. And what I want to do is have it per row, okay? And I want to randomize the order, and I want to change the color of the females to something else if I want to. And then I can actually go ahead and enlarge that. So you can actually visualize data in a matter of seconds, and you have complete control again over every element that you want in your design as well. We have a pretty big media library, lots of videos they can bring in. You can actually record your own audio, and you can attach it or add it as a background. And you can embed content from all third parties. So add a website, you want to embed a Tableau, you want to add HTML code, you can do that easily. But we actually have a growing list of integrations I'm going to show you right now, and you're able to actually bring those in. That's under the app section. But before I go there, watch this. This is the theme. That's my theme colors that I can apply. I can also, as my team is adding assets in Visme, I'm building my own library. In fact, watch this. What I'm going to do is one of my colleagues today was working because we just rolled out a feature about removing backgrounds. You can actually do that with photos. So I'm going to add this photo to the canvas. And this is an asset that she created, okay? And by the way, in Visme, you got photos. You can apply filters, crops, and everything else. And of course, you can go into effects and even remove the background. That's a new feature we rolled out as well. But let's talk about interactivity. That's really big about Visme, all right? So interactivity in two levels. Let's talk about integrations. I'm going to go back to the apps. I'm going to go to the app section here. So anything, videos, Vimeo, Wistia, Loom, you can bring all those in. Connect to push your files, download it into your Google Cloud. Dropbox or OneDrive will bring it in. Of course, we've integrated with Typeform and Jotform. And then Giphy, QR code, you can generate that simply. And the list is growing. And watch this. So I've got a Typeform here. I'm going to drop that into my design. And the beauty of it is that this is a fully interactive piece. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and actually remove the background. And I'm going to have myself a fully functioning form when I present this or send it. So there's my form. I can interact with it. I can fill it out. And so imagine if you're a nonprofit, you can put in donation forms, newsletters, and so on, can all be embedded in there. That's how you can do that. But let's go deeper with interactivity. That's an area that we really shine in. So typically when you talk about interactivity and design, sounds very complicated or hard to do. It's not in Visme. Not a single line of coding needed, not a lot of clicks. Watch this. This is a slide here I've got, and I'm showing you a presentation slide. And I click on this, and there's a video. So I want to show this video. How do I do that? It's very simple. Here's how it is. So I'm inside the slide in the editor, and all I do is I click on the object, and this is just an example. Every object can have an action, link to a website, link to slides, you can create conditions, but what I want to do on pop-up. So when I click on this object, I wanted to unclick apply, and that's how that was done in a matter of a couple clicks. You can go further. Every object in Visme can be animated. So let's go here. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick animation for you. First of all, in Visme, all designs are already animated, presentations, infographics. So, but you can go in and then you can actually click on animate, and you can go in and change the entire transition to the style that you want, okay, like that. But what I want to do though is I want to have granular control over my designs. Again, this is if you want to go that a step further, right? So what you can do is you can actually go in, click on an object, you click animate, and I can actually say I want to come from the left, zoom, so we have all these effects. Very easy to do. You just click it and apply it, and just like that. And that's how you apply that. Now, talking about interactivity, again, every object is animated, but you can also collaborate on your design. So you can actually invite others to your project if they're part of a team. You can share your design with anyone else to be able to view and annotate on it. In Visme, the content you create, you have the ability and the freedom to put it online or download it. You have the freedom to make it public. You have the freedom to make it private. And you can decide who can view it or can comment and annotate it. And additionally, you can embed it to your own website. So you can embed something to a Visme. You can actually embed it to your website or blog or intranet system. And again, last but not least, as far as downloadability, we go beyond that so that you not only download as images or as PDFs, depending on the format that you want, creating a little presentation, if you need it as a video or as an explainer, download as a video, GIFs for social graphics, and if you want to present offline, you can of course do PowerPoint. We import and export as PowerPoint. You can actually export as an editable PowerPoint. And last but not least is the HTML5, because you can completely download your design into Visme. All the interactivity assets and everything will come online. And then of course you can decide where you want to push that into. We've got a lot more integrations coming in, a lot more features in the works. But I hope that you like what you see, and I'd love for you to go in and create your next design and presentation in Visme and share your comments with us. And again, thanks for listening.